My name is Luna, and I feel surprisingly calm, even though I have recently had a fallout with one of my professors, and I feel now too stubborn to go back there. Rosie said she would share her notes with me, so I might still take my exams and pass the class anyway. In the meantime, I had a few free hours, in which I decided to return the stolen book. I had read it a few times over, so I felt it was time to return it. This means going through the staff-only door and going back to that secluded library room, which was actually not allowed. The whole thing felt exciting to me, actually. Who knew going against the rules would seem tempting to me? Was I still the same girl, even? College is about change anyway, finding out who you really are. Testing boundaries should be a healthy part of it. I went through the staff-only door again, and cautiously made my way through the dimly lit, abandoned hallway. While going towards the library room, I suddenly had to think of Michael. Could he be here right now? I had to admit that even though this mysterious behavior, I felt something for that boy. I could deny it as much as I want. But my body, my heart, had spoken a few times while I was close to him. I returned the Count of Monte Cristo to its place, and stayed a few minutes to look at some other interesting books in the room. Then I felt a presence behind me. I turned and saw it was Michael. He just looked at me. How did he even get here so soundless? And why was he even so strange again, saying nothing? Usually I couldn't tell if I was safe or in some kind of danger with him. But I still didn't feel threatened. "Hi," he suddenly said. "Hi," I replied, while waiting for his next words. Of course they didn't come. How long would we even stand like that if I wouldn't take initiative? "Well, I've come back to return the book. And to see me," he added with a smile, and stood there so confidently. I shook my head but didn't deny it. Why was he so arrogant? "Well, if that's what you think," I said, trying to be cool, and headed towards the room door. But he didn't stop me. Of course he didn't. So I turned around and faced him, even though he was already going through the books in the library. "You know," I said. He looked at me. "What exactly is going on here?" I asked. "Why did you send me these books?"
"Because I knew you would like it."
"But they could have put me in trouble," I said.
"But they didn't."
"I still don't understand what you want from me. What is up with that Swan book? Why would you say I'm your dark swan?" "I've read that book. I think it has some kind of influence over me." I tried to say more. I tried to find the right words. Just anything. To get some clarity in this chaos. "You are," he suddenly said while stepping closer towards me. I was with my back against the wall, next to the door. "What?" I asked while I wasn't sure how to react. He stepped even closer and his face was now closer to mine. My heart rate went up. "You are my dark swan," he said. "From the moment I laid eyes upon you, nothing can ever change that."
"No matter what you do, you can run away, curse me out, hate me, or just disappear without ever seeing me again. You will always be my dark swan."
His lips were now very close to mine, and I could feel the warmth of his breath on my lips. I gulped and my head felt like it was spinning.
"You never needed the book. This was always inside of you. You would change anyway, but it is now faster."
I tried to be rebellious. "That book is just a book. It doesn't have to mean anything," I said, not even sure what I meant by that.
"Then why didn't you return it along with the other book?"
He said as his body was now very close to mine, his lips even closer to mine. I didn't resist. I didn't pull back. "Because," I said, "because it was your gift to me." He smiled and he closed his eyes. He brought his lips right on mine. I closed my eyes. I was expecting a kiss, but this seemed different, more intense than an actual kiss. His breath on mine, mine on his. Endless anticipation, an intense romantic moment. I felt warmth through my whole body. I didn't resist. I wanted this. Then he brought his lips to my ear and whispered, "Whatever you do, you will be my dark swan forever." Then he pulled away. He turned his back to me, while again looking at one of the books on the shelves. I was still breathing heavily from that moment. I felt a bit dizzy. I tried to calm down. How can I reach you? Do you have a phone even? I asked.
You will see me when you want to see me.
And now he was mysterious again. Why did that attract me even more? I calmed down.
I saw your little fallout with the professor the other day.
Oh, you saw that? I asked. Well, it needed to be said. But now I won't join the class anymore, though. Yeah, well, it looks like you don't have to worry about that anymore, he said. What is that supposed to mean? I asked, but he didn't answer. I left the room and went back to my dorm room, where Rosie was sitting on her bed on her phone. Rosie, I thought you would still be in the class taking our notes, I asked and smiled.
Well, looks like the professor didn't show up. The whole class waited for half an hour. No notice, no message, nothing.
Strange, I said, and we went to have lunch together. We joked that maybe the professor got scared because of my little outburst. Soon our laughs dimmed down, while students around us urged us to check our phone on the newsfeed. It talked about how our professor was found dead in her own home. She had been stabbed multiple times over. A feeling of panic overtook my body. I tried to stay calm, but my hands were shaking. I rushed home, to our dorm room, where I had a panic attack, while laying curled up in my bed. Calm down, I said. I said to myself. Breathe. Breathe.